The Nintendo Switch 2 has been out for about a month now, and it's no secret that this is a much bigger device than last gen. Obviously, I've already done a few videos on the channel about grips. If you want to check those out, links are in the description. You can also just check out the playlist on the channel for Switch 2. But the Switch is a much bigger console than it was last gen, but that doesn't actually affect the thumbsticks that much, because the thumbsticks, while they've gotten a bit wider in terms of its width, they have stayed relatively the same depth as from last gen. If you actually want to see here, there's the depth right there of the Switch 2 thumbstick, and then here's the depth of the Switch 1 thumbstick. They're about the same depth, so you're not going to get much more travel on the Switch 2 thumbsticks for the Joy-Con than you were going to with the OG Switch. And the grip has been slightly improved. They've said they've gotten a little bit bigger. The thumbsticks have gotten a little bit bigger. As I do with most controllers, actually every controller in my house that I use thumbstick caps. As you can see here, I have the Skull & Co. Actually, these are the Savage Raven version of the thumbsticks. Same company, Skull & Co. Savage Raven, you guys didn't know. And I purchased all of these thumbsticks for every controller in my house, not just Nintendo products, but every product I have in my house. PS5 controller, Nintendo Switch Pro Controller 2, all of them have these thumbstick caps from Savage Raven or Skull & Co. It depends on the branding. If you see them on Amazon, you might see the old Skull & Co. branded. You can see here there's a skull right there on the stick caps. I have the Skull & Co. in here. That's from last gen, but this is the Savage Raven's thumbstick caps right here. I love all of the thumbstick caps that they make. They are the best thumbstick caps that they on the market. I have not seen any thumbstick cap yet that has matched the quality of these. I used them all last gen as well. This is not just a Switch 2 thing. This is for as long as I've been using controllers, the past 5 years. I've had a Skull & Co. or Savage Raven product on my thumbstick caps. They have just they have a special grip about them. I can't really explain to you. It's extra grippy, but it's not the kind of grippy that has little bumps all over it. It's the kind of grippy that just really sticks to your fingers really well. It just kind of attaches right to that oil on your finger. And these are brand new. These are super fresh, brand new thumbstick caps, so they're kind of matte finish. They still have a lot of friction left on them. Here's last gen on these my Mrs. G, this is her Switch. There we go. Sorry about the focus. These are last gen Savage Raven Skull & Co. products right here, and you might be able to tell on camera they're a lot more shiny. The skull logo is completely gone. As you can see, there's no more skull logo on these. I can't recommend highly enough these stick caps. If you have a Switch 2 or really any device in your house, whether it's a PS5 controller, Xbox controller, Windows branded controller, whatever controllers that you have in your house, especially for Nintendo Switch 2, I highly recommend these Savage Raven thumbstick caps. I've been using them, again, I'll say it again, I've been using them for a long time, and they're only $10. You can buy other stick caps in the market for around the same price or less. They're not gonna match this quality, I promise you that. And there's some that are gonna be like branded with certain Mario's face on there, or a Yoshi egg, or other brands and other things that are not Skull & Co. They just look cool. These are not made for looks. They're actually made the opposite. They're kind of just blending into the system that's already here, but they feel great. And they don't pop off. That's the other issue with stick caps. They pop off all the time when you're using them, especially in heavy situations where you're gaming in Fortnite. And there's a person right there. They fly off, and it kind of ruins your rhythm and messes up your gameplay. These stick onto the stick caps permanently until you take them off, of course. Like, you can get them off pretty easy. They're not hard to get on, to get off. They're a little difficult to get on, but that's a good thing, because that means they're going to stay on the system. Putting them on is very difficult because they're so form fitted to the controller, and that's why you need to get the ones that are rated for your controller. I've reused a few of them, like some of the Pro Controller for Switch 1 thumbstick caps I put on my PS5 controllers. They're about the same size. I wouldn't recommend doing that because they do fall off. The ones that I do mix and match the brands for controllers, they don't work as well. They do pop off. But if you buy the one that's made for the product, and this is the video for the Switch 2 thumbstick caps, buy these and they're going to stay on here forever as long as you want. Not going to fall off during gameplay. They also have different sizes. I don't have every size to show you right now. I kind of forgot about it before I started making this video, but I do have a couple sizes. So these are the concave ones, as you can see, and they're exactly that. They're kind of concave to fit. Your thumb just kind of nicely fills in that concave void. If you don't like that feel, they do have like a regular small cap, which that's the one I don't have to show you, but it just kind of surrounds the stick cap as it is. It's more natural, more what the stick already came with feeling, so it's not going to look or feel that much different than what it came with, but it's going to have that friction that I really like, that softness and that friction. And here's the other Joy-Con I have. And then they have these riser ones. These riser ones are going to work really well for this, especially for the Switch Joy-Cons, because they add some extra height onto the stick cap. As you can see there, they're much bigger than the regular stick cap. I'll take one off all the way so you can see what that looks like right there in comparison. I mean, there really is no comparison. The one on your left is way smaller. That's the natural stick cap for the Joy-Con. That's way smaller than the one on the right. And then you could also, they actually made these like a modular design almost. So I'm just going to edit this out. So give me 1 second. You can also take the caps that come in the kit. There's 3 of them. The small one, the medium ones, with the one in my right hand that I have, and then the tall ones, which I've already shown you. You can take the tall ones and you can add on the small or medium sized caps on top of the riser. So you can see right here, here's the riser, and I've made it even more risen. I've made it even taller right there, as you can see. And also, I've made it so it's not the small tip of the Joy-Con cap. As you can see here, here's the riser cap off the stick. It's got that little, like, tiny Joy-Con size right there. As you can, it's kind of out of focus. There you go. Can you be in focus, please? There you go. It's got that tiny Joy-Con cap right there, but then you can kind of take it to another level. And then in comparison, here is that much, much bigger cap right there, but the riser is still there. So you can add some rise to the stick and also have it as a bigger stick as well. And even the risers, they stay on really, really well. Adding that height to the stick can make it fall off more often. It definitely falls off, whereas the small cap and medium cap don't fall off at all, never. The risers do fall off on occasion, but not nearly as much as you'd think for being a riser cap, because I've had other riser caps for other stick and controllers in the past, and they fall off constantly. I mean, like within 10 minutes of gameplay, they fall right off. I fell in love with the riser stick cap, but I was like, man, I can't get behind it with the Switch 1 Joy-Con. This is back then. Couldn't get behind it because they kept falling off. But then I got these Skull & Co Savage Raven stick caps, and I promise you guys, this is going to be the best $10 you ever spend. You can upgrade your Switch in a big, big way that you never thought you needed if you're got someone who buys stick caps. I can't recommend it enough. This is not a paid advertising. This is just me who loves their stick caps. Speaking of which, I'm going to make another video here about the matte screen protector that I have on my screen. And again, I'm sorry, I sound like a Savage Raven homer right now, but the Savage Raven matte screen protector is affordable, number one. But number two, as you can see, it adds a ton of anti-glare onto the screen. It makes a big difference, especially because the Switch 2 screen doesn't get very bright. I'm going to make that video coming up here next. So check out that one if it's already up by the time you're watching this video. Again, I have a bunch of other videos here. The Savage Raven grip right here. Here's the Savage Raven grip. I got a bunch of videos on this one, the stand grip. I got a videos galore on the channel right now. I'm pumping out content. Appreciate you guys watching the content. And yeah, I'm on vacation. I'll be back pretty soon, so hopefully you guys subscribe and stay tuned for when I stream as well. I stream some Tears of the Kingdom right now. We stream some Mario Kart on occasion on a podcast channel. All those links are down below. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Buy these stick caps. Oh my God, they're so freaking good.